we get started, Munchkin, there's something special that you have coming on tonight.
Yes, it is tonight. Make sure that you tune into Fox this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, to watch me co-host the Showtime at the Apollo Christmas special alongside Steve Harvey. So exciting. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It is going to be so lit. There's performances by Snoop Dogg, Boyz II Men, Fifth Harmony, and DMX. I even brought you a little sneak peek.
Oh, goody.
This is such an honor, and I can't wait for you guys to check it out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yay. What would you say to artists who want to come and be on Showtime at the Apollo?
And you better have your A game together. This is what, I'm saying this with James Brown, Jackie Wilson, like the founders of what we do. They did it here, and they did it well to where we had to uphold that, you know, that prestige when we got here. So I recommend y'all do the same.
And they will boo you.
Or get cane.
The
same man that cane your ass up out of here.
I love it.
So much fun. You get so many great behind the scenes of people's experiences at the Apollo Theater, who their favorite legends are that have performed there. So awesome. Make sure you check it out.
Yay!
We are so excited for you.
I love your dress too, A.
Thank you. That was so
gorgeous.
Christmassy, and it's my favorite time of the year. I actually got a chance to also sing, which was awesome.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes, and this Christmas, and I got out there. Hey, there it was. But excuse my facial expressions. I was clearly really into it. But it was so much fun. And I didn't get booed.
Oh, that's
So, see? I'm not gonna lie, even like when you get out there as like a professional, the Apollo doesn't play. They will still boo you. They don't care.
Okay,
Yes.
even if you are. Now,
New York
this
keeps
is a
it real.
special, but there are other episodes,
Yes,
right?
they'll be coming up next year, yeah.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Good for you. Okay, can't wait to watch
Engagement.
that now.
Congratulations.
From Showtime to Santa, Corey Richardson recently wrote an article for The Root titled, "Taking My Kids to See White Santa Might Be My Most Unwoke Parenting Act I've Done." In the article, Corey talks about how he hates Christmas and how he gave into his wife's request of taking his daughter to see a generic Santa Claus. Corey said, quote, "I set my little beautiful girl on that stranger's lap, asked her to gaze deep into his eyes, and then said, 'Tell Santa that you've been a good girl this year, so he'll bring you all the toys that you want.' In that moment, I had given in to Darth Santa." Now, Corey ended his article saying that he feels like Kwanzaa really needs a mascot. So, ladies,
Agreed, I can see that.
That's sweet.
do you think it's unwoke for Black parents to take their kids to visit a white Santa Claus?
But why does it have to be a white Santa Claus? Why can't it be just like Santa Claus? Okay, I'm obviously Latina. There's Black, there's white, there's Asian. There's so many different cultures and so many different races. My thing is, why do we make it about the race?
Yes. And I also want to be careful that it's not bad to be a white Santa.
It isn't.
You know what I mean? Like, I think malls, honestly, if you really want to paint the world the way it looks, is have Santa come from all different parts of the country. Have different Santas represented because Santa has to work every day in December, right? We'll have a different Santa from India, have one from, you know what I mean?
But it's okay
Jamaica.
if Santa doesn't look like you either.
I think we're just taking it too seriously, and that's not the purpose of it. The purpose is, you know, for the children to have fun, and we
I
put
would
too
agree
much
with
on
you,
it.
100%. Santa is like the icing on the cake for my family, but I'm too busy teaching my kids the real reason for the season.
Exactly.
So
Let 'em
I'm not
know.
even like focusing on the color of Santa.
It is an issue, though. It is something that people talk about.
Yeah. Well, my mama used to say, "I'm your Santa," okay? My mom was like,
I do have a question, though. Like, Tam, as a parent, I'm sure you get this question. Obviously, your children are multiracial.
Yes.
You're biracial. How does that work, whether you take your kid to, like I don't...
Well, for me and my experiences, it may be different for another family. I mean, there isn't racism or anything like that in my family. Yes, kids, I think around 3 or 4 start to realize, okay, people look different.
Right.
But racism, I personally think, is taught. That it is. That stereotype of racism, like connected, or the perspective of racism connected to color. Kids don't really understand that concept at for me, the age that they believe in Santa. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think that if you are an African-American child, you should only go see an African-American Santa?
No, of course not. I mean, my thing is, it's plenty of other Santas everywhere.
Yes.
So if you want to take your child to see that one, go to that one, you know, find it.
But
There are
should I
plenty of
feel
places.
bad the day I have a child that I take my children, like...
You're a parent. You feel the way you want to feel. You do what you want to do for your kids.
I don't want to be made by the public to be like, well, why didn't you take your child to see a Latino Santa Claus? Like, well, why are you taking... Because if I'm honest, social media is out there. Everybody has a voice and everybody has an opinion.
True.
And people may voice their opinion. What do we feel about that when somebody's coming at you like you've done something wrong or you're not woke because you took your child to see a Santa that isn't the race of your child?
And my concern is you just never put down another person's race just because you're flaunting your own.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Be proud of your race, but don't put down others.
This is just for the kids.
yeah.
Why are we making this out to be such a big
I think
deal?
they're taking it.
Why do you think
I don't
the parents
get
feel
it.
so bad?
Seriously.
I don't get it. I just, no, I mean, he felt guilty. But my thing is, there are plenty of malls that you can go to, and you'll find all types of Santas.
That
You'll
is
find
true.
the Asians, you'll find the whites, you'll find the blacks. So my recommendation is go find the Santa that you want to celebrate with. That's all. That's it. As simple as that. We're making a big deal out of
Human
nothing.
Santa. Human Santa makes me the happiest.
Speaking of being woke, someone who's never afraid to speak her mind is our friend Amanda Seales. We love Amanda. She's actually going to co-host Girl Chat next week.
Fun.
Amanda took to Instagram this week to broadcast a very important PSA. Check it out.
You ever look at somebody's Facebook and be like, how you got unfine? You know what I mean? Like, it's like they were fine. Like, they were unarguably fine. And then they're just like, not anymore. You're like, what happened? Or did I change?
Good question.
Yeah.
Amanda's a trip. I love her.
For real, I love it.
Now, I want to ask, can you guys relate to this? Have you seen somebody you thought was like, damn, that person is fine?
Yes.
And then you look back later on and you're like, damn, what happened?
Childhood crushes. Have you ever gone to like a reunion or had a crush on somebody when you were younger? Or someone that was like older than you, and then when you grow up, you're like, that person was not even cute. Or you even see photos. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. I've gone on vacations as a child that I believed were the most luxurious thing I had ever experienced. And then I watched the home video, and the pool was in a parking lot in a motel in Virginia Beach.
It's true.
But you couldn't tell me that I wasn't at the Four Seasons. Perspective definitely does change certain things, and some people just don't age well.
You look
That
quiet,
is true.
Sam. What are you thinking?
Oh, well, no, because I've seen it.
happened?
I have dodged a couple of bullets. Thank God for that.
Really?
Yes. If I'm honest, sometimes you just want to look, to see if they have like an Instagram page or what they look like on Facebook, like Amanda says. My husband is older than me, but he don't look like old. And two of my ex-boyfriends, and they're younger than Adam, you guys. They look old.
It looks like it's been rough, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we keep it real.
One guy's
age-
actually oh, well, you guys.
What?
One guy's actually like a drug dealer. A guy that
I was gonna say.
You and Adam know a drug dealer?
No, one guy that I dated. The guy that I dated in college is now like a drug dealer.
You didn't even feel them signs from him when you was dating him in college? Because they got a swag about
Yes,
him.
but I went through that whole phase where I wanted to change him. Do you know what I mean?
see,
he didn't change.
Girl,
he
welcome
didn't change.
to womanhood.
Oh, girl, no, that
Lesson
don't never
learned.
work.
Look what you could have been married to.
No.
Yeah,
How
see.
would that look? That would not be cute.
Everybody, when you go to high school, you thought somebody was so fine, or they were known as the finest person in school.
100%.
When they walk by in the locker room, you're just like, oh my God, you get all nervous. But when you look back at them in your high school yearbook now, age, drugs, bad choices in life, lack of Jesus can really change a person. You know what I'm
That'll
saying?
change your face.
And I even look at some of the crushes I had. I don't think, Amanda, if I was to answer your question, I don't think I've changed, because there's a lot of people I thought was fine then, like Common today is still very fine.
Yes, he was fine then, he's still fine now.
For sure. Or does anybody remember the bald brother in TLC's video, the Creep? Do you remember the bald guy?
Oh, I
Going
remember
back
their
in
pajamas.
archives.
So I thought, he's fine. He's still fine today because I stalked him on Instagram. He still looks good. But then look at somebody like Mickey Rourke. What happened there?
Mickey Rourke.
Right.
I'm just gonna go there.
What?
D'Angelo?
D'Angelo was fine,
happened?
but I haven't seen D'Angelo.
Oh, that's
what does he look
D'Angelo
like?
on
now?
Anybody know what I'm talking
Oh, that's what I call Hennessy swole. That's what that is.
about? Okay.
That's Hennessy swole. You gotta let that Hennessy
That's
go.
not-
I'm not gonna talk about anybody's fake
Yes.
thing because somebody could say it about me,
Yeah.
but I will say
No, I
this.
do it. I had that Hennessy swole all the time. Now, see, if I stop drinking Hennessy, let me tell you, I stopped for 3 months and I lost 30 pounds. I'm telling you.
Yeah, hey, and
you stop.
3 months?
'Cause that- it's nothing but sugar.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
But I will say this, that does play a big role. Have you seen somebody that maybe like younger girls that had like super curvy bodies and then the curve changes as they get older? And you're like, damn, yo, she's the girl that had like the popping, developed body and we didn't have nothing going on.
Like who? I can't think.
I had girls that I grew up with that I was so envious, and I was like, oh my gosh, she has body, I don't have nothing going on. And then as they get older, some
Which
things
this
don't.
is a good message
Some things
for-
don't sit up.
But see, this is
forever.
the thing about, this is the message in all of this, is that if you're in high school and right now maybe you're not popping, don't worry, because the person that's popping could not be popping. Later on,
Yep.
you could be popping.
Exactly.
So that's the whole thing.
That is
Yes.
so
The
true.
grass is always greener on
Yes.
the other side. There's so many girls that we look at that we're like, she was the most popular girl in school, or, you know, it was like voted to be like the most successful, and maybe nobody knew your name. Maybe you felt like you were
Yes.
a loser or whatever, and you can grow up to be incredibly successful. I mean,
Yep.
And
And
life
people-
happens.
And also
Oh,
appreciate
you
what
guys.
you got right
You
now,
guys.
man. You don't know how long these are gonna be sitting up here. You
True.
you gotta embrace it
And-
right now, man.
or get a
People
good
used-
bra.
Yeah.
I have to say, people used to call T and I in school the buckwheat twins because we have buck teeth. Uh-huh. Now we're sister.
Yes, you see?
See? Tell 'em, Tank.
Life can change.
They picked on us, man.
Be nice to everybody in
Yes.
school and
They
say
used to
kind
call me
things.
Harriet Tubmans. You know, I'm just
What?
Why?
throwing something out there.
Why?
Because I used to tell everybody the freedom. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Oh my God. No, I take this conversation seriously though. Appreciate what you have right now. Rock and take care of yourself.
Yeah,
Take care of
yes.
yourself. Drink some water.
More importantly,
Drink
take
some
care of
water.
your money too, because there's a lot of people was rich back in the day and now they broke. And see, now I
makes
got
a difference
money and
too.
I ain't loaning y'all none. So that's it.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Take care of
You
yourself.
don't want to be the one that they're looking at the yearbook saying,
Right?
Yes.
what happened to her?
The most popular, huh? Now I'm on TV. How about that, bitches?
Crutches to cake. The Kardashian clan recently had a bake-off on their holiday special, and Khloe was shocked to learn that her mom, Kris's infamous lemon cake,
So good.
actually came from a box. And even though Khloe's homemade strawberry cobbler won the bake-off, the family decided they still rather have Kris's cake on Christmas Eve. Boxes be damned. So, ladies, have you ever tried to pass off something store-bought as homemade before? Be honest.
I'm just confused why they're saying her cake wasn't homemade. She made it at home. Okay, I'm not trying to be funny.
How?
I've had people's box cake that is absolutely incredible. Have you never had box cake that is so good? They add their own little twist to it, extra butter, all kinds of
Okay.
things. And I've had other people's box cake that tastes like a kitty litter box. So, you know, it's not everything.
Yeah, but then you should say that. You shouldn't say it's from scratch because people that actually bake from scratch,
Yeah.
they really
I do.
work hard to
Deserve
make
that.
it.
So can you not say it's homemade? She didn't say it was from scratch.
This
she
is
said
what
it
I
was
would
homemade.
do. I don't know. Okay, I'm not that person that'll
Really?
pretend something was
It's
homemade.
made at home.
No, but has anybody bought something at the store? You know, they put it in a to-go box or something for you. So you come home and you get your pretty china out
For
and you put it
sure.
inside the pretty china and you set it up.
Yeah.
So when you bring it to the party and they go, oh my God, is that homemade? You go,
That's just
So
the
you're
face?
not lying.
Wait, how's the face?
you just go.
Well,
That's
You
it.
know.
I'll tell you,
Never
I'd
do
rather
that.
for somebody to get something out of a box than give me a stomach ache, okay? If you don't know
That's
how to
true.
make it, then
That's
get that
true.
box and read the directions
Yeah.
instead of you trying to do something over here.
Yeah.
It is true. I couldn't do that. I think my conscience would get the best of me.
Of course.
And when Lonnie, that's a good thing. You guys had my Homemade cookies, did you like them? Be honest.
So
Be honest.
good.
I swear.
You made me break my diet. I had 3 of them. They
She
were
made,
delicious.
I love homemade gifts, and Tam made Christmas cookies.
Yes.
She packaged them with a little label, and she even like made them like the kinds where they're not flat, but
She
they're
gave y'all cookies?
Yeah, I
They're
gave
in
you
your
cookies.
room.
No, Lonnie, be
I ain't
honest.
seen no cookies in my... I went to
Lonnie-
your house and ate some cookies,
Exactly.
but I didn't get no cookies today.
Lonnie, those were the same cookies.
Yeah, but
was
I
baking
wanted
them.
mine wrapped up.
Wait, you didn't wrap them up for her and give them to
No.
her?
Because
She
she
didn't.
was eating all of them when she came to my house.
You already had your dose.
She
of
was.
cookies.
I saw that she had her dose.
Yeah, she had her. You had
That
your 3.
does not count as a gift. I was dropping something off at your house and I said, ooh, cookies. And I ate them. You didn't tell me. You should have wrapped. I
Lonnie,
want mine
Lonnie.
wrapped up like everybody
No.
else is wrapped up.
Lonnie. You know better now. Do
Don't
not
treat
be
me different.
Don't
I'm
be an
gonna say-
ungrateful grubber, dude.
I'm not even a cookie fan like that. I know I've told you this
Oh,
before.
yeah.
But Tam's cookies
Yeah.
were
Really like them,
soft
guys. They
and
were
moist
good. Oh my
and
God,
quite
thank you.
delicious.
That's why I was eating them
And
yesterday.
made
She
from
was.
scratch.
I made them from scratch.
But
I
then
did.
that's made from scratch. When I make the tall house ones that I just take out and separate and put on the pan, that's homemade. Why? Because I made it at home.
No. No.